Let me close out the night with this incredible story about Zavier DDA Gorzo. See, I'll tell you more about this American star from Utah who just got signed by Crystal Palace to play in the English Premier League. But first, I want to start with his middle name. His middle name is Didier. For those of you that are big soccer fans, you will know Didier Drogba. That is where that name came from. His father is from Ivory Coast and gave him that middle name to honor one of arguably the greatest soccer players we've ever seen. Look, for me, even as a Manchester United fan, it hurts me to say Didier Drogba is arguably one of the best we've ever seen. And it is incredible to think that this kid who knew Didier Drogba too well because his dad would have pictures and images, they would watch highlights and games for English Premier League while he was growing up with his brother and his parents. Now gets to play in the same league that he used to dream of. And before I even dive even further into his background, I wanted to read to you all quickly the note that he left and wrote for the Utah Real Salt Lake fans. One of my favorite parts about this whole note he sent to the Real Salt Lake fans was, I hope more kids across Utah give soccer a try, join their local teams, and keep learning and growing this beautiful game. I also hope young athletes across the states can see the top talent is being developed right here in Utah, and that big dreams can grow from home. Thanks to the Miller family, Miller Sports and Entertainment for investing in the club, and me personally. Again, these are the type of stories that for me as a big sports fan, I think is important to be told. Serve as inspiration. This kid, he was born in Utah. Father, like I said, from Ivory Coast. His mother is American. He said he started playing soccer pretty much since he was a kid. His dad was also his coach. He started playing at the age of 3, played for Real Salt Lake almost throughout his soccer career, joined the academy there. He signed him at the age of 15, made his debut at 16, and he's been playing for the first team ever since. And now, Crystal Palace just signed him. I am super, super excited for this kid to show his talent on the big stage. And to also think credit to the fact that he is going to be playing alongside American star Chris Richards, who is also on this team. I think it's great because he gets someone there who can mentor him. Look, I remember during the World Cup, a lot of people were talking, and people even asked me as a big soccer fan, why can American soccer keep up with European soccer? And for me, my biggest argument is it all starts with how you develop talent. And while a lot of people may not even know a lot of the up-and-coming talent that America has, I think there's a lot of hope that American soccer fans can have. Players like Zavier, there's another player, his name is Sullivan. He plays actually for Philadelphia, but he's actually been signed by Manchester City. I am not saying only top talent comes from players going to Europe, but I think it makes a big difference when players can go develop and build their talent. This year alone in English Premier League starting this weekend, we're going to see players like I said, Chris Richards. We're going to see players like Aronson. We're going to see Jedi. We're going to see Haji Wright for Coventry. Congrats to Coventry in making it into EPL. There are several other talent even beyond EPL. Of course, we all know Christian Pulisic, Flo Balogun, all these players playing in different places in Europe. I think the more we see more of these young talent develop along with the established players, that is how you start to see teams grow and expand and compete on the bigger stage. If you look closely at all the big teams in Europe, there is always a very young and up-and-coming star or up-and-coming talent that plays with established players, that also plays with the players that are about to leave the team. There is that fair balance and mix of different generations, and I think gradually American soccer is going to have that. Am I saying America is going to win the World Cup in the next World Cup? I'm not saying that, but I think there's a lot of hope with the growth and development of this game. There's a lot that can be improved around soccer, but I think Zavier's story brings a lot of hope for a lot of people, and I just love this story. It's a story that probably a lot of people would never hear about, but I think it is important to be told. Look, again, for me as a Manchester United fan, it hurts me to admit the fact that Didier Drogba is one of the best players we've ever seen, but it is true. And I just love that part of the story that He said in one interview, credit to Vamos. You guys can look up Vamos. It's one of the best soccer YouTube pages we have out there. They interviewed Zavier a while back. I remember, I think it was like in March when he had scored an incredible goal for Real Salt Lake City. And he talked about how, look, growing up, that's all he knew. There is pictures, images. His dad would talk about Didier Drogba and EPL. He would watch these games with his older brother, who also played soccer. And all of these things inspired him. And he always wanted to play in the big leagues. And now to think that this kid's dreams have been realized, it's incredible. Makes me believe. If you told me my biggest key takeaway is dreams do come true. And if Crystal Palace fans were to ask me what type of player are they getting, I was reading earlier some comments from some of the Crystal Palace fans like, oh, this kid looks like he's a little bit tiny. I'm like, you guys have no clue who you're getting. I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar overnight, but here's one of my favorite things that I heard him say in an interview. He said, I don't let the highs get to me. I don't let the lows get to me either. It is something that he learned from his mom, one of the biggest inspirations for his life as well. And I think it's incredible. Here's a kid that you're going to get who's very level-headed, coming in excited to learn and grow with a team. And if I see him have tremendous success in the Premier League in the next couple of years, will I be surprised? Absolutely not. But I'm just super proud of these type of talent that gets developed. Again, a hometown kid, grew up in Utah, played for Real Salt Lake City, and now he is getting to play on the big stage. It's incredible. So congratulations to Zavier, Didier, Tapie, Gorzo, that's his whole name. And congratulations to Crystal Palace for signing this talent and putting him on the world map. And I cannot wait to watch him play. They play Everton on Saturday, and Premier League officially starts on Friday. So I have been waiting. We got soccer coming. Football has already started preseason, and I can't wait to see Zavier play. I will be rooting for him only for all his games, but when he's playing Manchester United, of course, you guys know who I'm going to be rooting for. But all jokes aside, I'm just super happy for this kid. I just thought it's a great story I wanted to end the night with. As always, be human. Don't forget to be kind. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you all for listening. Again, if you didn't remember anything at all, I want you to always remember, dreams do come true. And for this kid, he had a dream to one day play in the big leagues. And here he is, playing for Crystal Palace in the English Premier League. You have a good night, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.